3 o'clock this afternoon, we saw the first bill. So we haven't had a chance to analyze it, to go through it at all. So we certainly won't be voting on them now.
So what's the plan for tonight then?
We're going to go to conference and talk to our members and get their consensus of what's doing. We have been talking to them all weekend long, so they're pretty much aware of what's in our bills. And again, these are agreed bills, so this is not new. We have conferenced just about every piece of the bills that we printed Friday.
So what happens waste tomorrow? For the governor to bring you up?
What happens tomorrow?
I'm sorry.
Do you think it's a waste for the governor to bring you guys up tonight?
No, we're conferencing, so.
Mr. Speaker, how likely do you think the passage of the budget resolution that you put together with Senator Sampson, how likely do you think that'll pass the Senate?
Those are budget bills. We have no reason to indicate. They are agreed between both houses, and we have no reason to think that they won't pass.
So what happens tomorrow?
We'll go into session and we'll vote on a budget.
Shelley, on Thursday and Friday, you and Senator Sampson were both telling us that you were going to do a three-way deal, not a two-way deal. What happened?
Obviously, the governor called us, his staff, and briefed us on his version of a three-way deal, which was a number of things that didn't affect the budget, that didn't help us get there, and things that neither house wanted, parts of his budget. And there was no reason to tie it to the budget. The reason he tied it to the budget has a lot to do with why this budget is late, and he gave us the impetus to sit down ourselves and see how we can do a budget which is basically everything we do is just about agreed with the governor. The only exception is we added extra aid to schools, which we believe in. We believe that providing quality education is important to us, and so while he proposed to cut $1.4 billion from school aid this year, we restored $600 million of that. The difference, the governor's emergency bill restores about $400 million of that over the school year. That's the one big difference. We made a change, and it wasn't even a change. It was agreed between us to do community college base aid, make a restoration there, which is something that distinguishes us from the governor, although most of that was agreed to. Other than that, there's about $600,000 in housing additions in this bill, and in his revenue bill and our revenue bill. The only difference, we left out wine and grocery stores. That's the only difference. Everything else was agreed to.
How do you pay for those?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, if you're putting in additional school aid and taking out the wine and groceries, how do you keep your plan balanced?
Even in his budget and his emergency bill, he says there's $100 million extra to pay for things. So if you total everything up, the difference between us and him is $200 million. $200 million over what will be, and we'll get you full numbers, about $135 or $136 billion budget. I suggest to you less than 1/10%, and it is basically the same fiscal plan the governor has, basically the same balance the governor has, basically the same spending plan that the governor has, and it is therefore a balanced budget, but we'll get you more details on the financial plan as we work through with the Senate.
Guys, we have to go to conference. We need to go to conference.
The U.S. Senate has not been able to pass the bill that has FMAP funding in it. The governor says the state really needs a contingency plan. Are you planning to do anything to protect the state against that money not coming in?
We are doing exactly what Mayor Bloomberg did, counting it in the budget, as the governor counted it in his budget, as we are counting it.
So Shelley, at the risk of a shutdown passed as far as you're concerned?
You don't expect a veto or any sort of a showdown with the governor on this then?
there's some things that he can veto, and we understand that.
Guys, we have to go to
Are
conference.
you going to be aged for
We gotta
tomorrow,
go.
or we have to, or are
Yes,
they waiting until
our
Tuesday?
spending bill will be aged tomorrow. The other bill will be aged 1 minute past midnight tomorrow.
So then what about the extender bills? If those are supposed to be done tomorrow, if you guys don't vote for them, does the state shut down?
No, our bill will cover that. There is no shutdown.
We gotta go, guys. Sorry, we gotta go. We gotta go.
There's our budget, there's $600 million of property tax relief called school aid. That's it.
Okay.